Hello and welcome back. This is episode 7, I do believe, of Plays Total... No, not Total War. We're playing Company of Heroes. Wrong game. I've just started playing Total War Warhammer again. Getting back into it. So, as you can see, it is myself with a guy called Kubu276, who's playing as the Brits. We have Sverg, who's playing as Wehrmacht. And we have Big D, who is playing as the... It's not the Panzer Elite anymore. It's changed the name of the army. Oberkommand, I believe. It's Oberkommand. But Panzer... what did I call them? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Oberkommand will do. So, this is on the map. I forget the name of this map, but this is... let's get it started. This is a surprisingly uncommon map to play. I don't see it played that much. So, I'm not sure why I'm not doing anything. Oh, I am doing stuff, okay. So, what we have... is a central point here which has this is a building, it's a church, and this is kind of pivotal because to take this side away from the northern players is quite difficult to get past here because everywhere is just full of ruins. It's just a bombed out city basically. So it's pivotal to get the church, but it isn't easy to rush one of the sides and take the fuel away. For example, I mean, look where the fuel is. It's right next to us. You're going to really struggle to take their fuel. I mean, you could harass the munitions, that's fine. So what I do is I send my lovely engineers, rear echelon troops, I send them. As you can see, there's just buildings everywhere. It is just desolation. I send these guys down to go into the church, which is hell. So, I send them in there, and I send them in because if I cap there, and I see them coming, they've got far more time to get through this door than I do to run round and find an entrance into the church. So I want to hold it, and I can wait. I haven't capped anything. I've gone for a mortar as my second build, which is not that normal. I went for a mortar because this place is just full of buildings. I know there's a lot of ruins you can't use, but there's a lot of green cover to hide behind walls and so on, and buildings to get in. Plus, normally they will get mortars to try and get you out of the church because this is a big building. Views everywhere, and it's made of stone, so it can take a bit of a beating. So my allies done what he should do, but I can't remember this fight, this game. I don't remember if he was any good or not. They start pushing up, but just testing the water, just seeing where I've pushed to. They didn't try and get the church, which is interesting. My allies pushed down, capping his half. I haven't capped anything on the left. I do have a second rifleman squad though. Mortars. Oh. That was lucky. They ran into it. So, wow. I'm being quite aggressive. If I chase, I'm able to get a whole squad, but then I see there's another... Yeah, let's not chase, because there's another squad there. So, it was good. We forced them to retreat. They lost a few units. That was nice. It's going to cost them money. So, they're just capping. Over here, they're pushing up. They do have these annoying goddamn engineers that I hate. But I cap. I pull back. If they want to push up and cap it, they're going to have to move up and I can shoot on them. So I pull back a bit, bait them forwards. I should now move up. I do hear a car coming. Yeah. We've got a Kübelwagen coming in. So he's using great use of cover here to an extent. This is not cover. If he were here and I was shooting here, that's cover. However, this is not. So I keep on the right side just to get a good angle. Bring him down to 2 guys. He's got to pull back, although the car will cap and I'm too low on health to be able to push up. So in come the mortars. They've got another squad there actually. Wow, where's my other rifleman squad? My rifleman squad is capping back here. I built 2 mortars, so I have 2 mortars, which is not a bad build. Hopefully I've sent barrage into their up. Oh, okay, again they ran into it, which is good, just lucky. He was good though because he heard that mortar. He heard it. He never saw me, but he heard it coming and immediately retreated that unit, which he could have easily lost. So he sent his car around. I'm going to chase around my rifles. My other mortar squad's coming in. I don't know where the my other rifleman squad is. I can't see them anywhere. I don't retreat the mortars because this car doesn't do a huge amount of damage unless left alone. And they do have guys with guns. These other 3 at the back, the 3 that are not holding the mortar do shoot. Don't do much damage, but they do shoot. So, map is looking not that much in our favour. They've pushed up hard on my ally's side. My ally has nothing. Wow, he's got 2 very low health rifle squads. Does he have anything down here? Oh, he does. He's got MGs. He's got 2 MGs. Oh, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. I mean, they are capping around the MGs. And he can't move the MGs, otherwise he will lose them. So I move up with my mortars, just give him a little bit of help. They push up. My ally gets a universal carrier, which is an interesting choice when it's so difficult to navigate with any vehicle around here. I pull back, got myself an ambulance. So at this point, I haven't chosen a general yet. Now this is a really good map for the heavy cavalry, which is that one I believe. Yeah, heavy cavalry, because of the Rangers, just because they're so good in close combat. This map is not very good for vehicles really. So they are right here. I didn't know there's that many of them there, but I leave my guys there. They're going to take a couple of mortars. We all push up together. So now we're going to cap. They did decap our fuel, so I take back what I said earlier. They did manage to decap our fuel. So now we don't have any fuel. The guy, for some reason, didn't send... He should have capped that immediately, but didn't. But whatever. So he's retreated everything, which is great. So my ally can now go and cap. I've upgraded to the 3rd building now. So I've got the captain coming out. Get myself some anti-tank bazookas on him as well. Healed up. I push up again. I mean, what I should have been doing here was going and capping. I wanted to heal my guys, but they weren't that damaged. I mean, I could have gone and capped this side. Now that I know these guys have retreated, my allies free to push down over these points. So they're going to push up again, right next to the church. I've got 2 more to set up here. They're not quite in range. I haven't seen them yet, I assume. No, I haven't seen it. Now I've seen them, and I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. So they're low on health. If I have do I have grenades yet? I don't think I do. They're pushing up with the car, which is an interesting one. So, I must have used a grenade there, because these are Vet 1, so they get the anti-vehicle grenade. I can push up on him and take that car. It'd be a bit expensive for him. They can't shoot from there, so I'm fine. What I can do, though, is mortar them. This is why this map is so important to have mortars, because it's so easy to avoid direct fire. So I can push up on them. 2 of these guys versus 1 of them, you will win. You will really see. You're going to take a few hits, but you can take out a whole squad fairly easily. So, 1 more squad. I should have pulled these guys back, but they ran off anyway. I should have been moving them back towards the ambulance. Didn't need a full retreat there. So, in comes tank. I do have bazookas. I do have anti-vehicle grenades. If I pop a grenade on him, it could damage his engine and give my bazookas a time to get it. But we do only have 1 bazooka on this squad, on this guy here. He pops it off, side hit. I'm taking a lot of damage. I just want to scare him off for now. I assume that I'm building an 80. I have an 80 gun already on its way. So this guy is not going to do that much. Now 80 gun's already there. Probably take a pop. Try and get these guys down, hit the flank. He hits, does nice damage. This guy's not seen he's been hit yet. Yeah, he has. Okay. Oh, the second attack misses. Oh, I just lost the whole squad somehow. Oh, I lost my guys that were in here in the church. So now the church is open. So what I should be doing is moving these guys down into the church, because I do not want them to take the church. My mortars are doing a lot of damage. My allies got himself an armor car. So the smaller vehicles are okay. Smaller anti-infantry vehicles are great on this map, because they're not that big. They're faster, so they can move around this kind of place. I'm not sure where he's going. He could take out that whole squad if he right clicks on it. Right click. Problem is when you right click, it stops the vehicle moving, but it does turn the turret. So it's a bit of an annoying. He misses it, but he did the right thing there. So now the map is looking like it's in our favour. Now I'm going to push over. So I push my guy back. He's pushing. He's been really aggressive, which is nice. I can now go and cap their side, deprive them of as much resources as possible. I'm playing defensively because I have no idea what is over here. So whilst I go off and cap, they could be pushing up the middle for all I know. But obviously they're not. My allies are really aggressive, pushing after everybody, which is nice. That early armor car makes a big difference, or the early Stuart if you're a Brit. He's a Brit. Wait. No, early Stuart US. Stuart's tank is US, armor car is Brits, and the little, I forgot what it's called, tank is the Soviets. So this is a really good upgrade. I've been practicing a bit with one of the guys I play with, Nulik. He only plays Brits at the moment, and I'm only playing Soviets with him and the two. We're going to put those videos up soon. We've got a lot of them. This early Universal Carrier with the Bren, I think it's a Bren upgrade. Vickers upgrade is far, far cheaper than the Flamethrower upgrade in terms of munitions, and it does a decent amount of damage with really good range. So he should show you this here, he should bring this in. I heard a grenade, he should have moved, he didn't. Oh, he's really lucky he didn't lose a whole squad there. He's getting mortared as well. But his carrier comes in, takes one out. He hasn't repaired this, but he's going to push up, which is nice, but these guys do have disposable Shreks, so he could lose his vehicle if he's not careful, but they run off, which is interesting. He's getting mortar the whole time and is not moving, which is not wise. He's put that... okay, so they've got 2 mortars there now, so you're going to see a disposable Shrek in here, I think. So disposable Shrek is just a throwaway. There you go, he pulls it out his back. Oh, he uses it on the Bren. Maybe move the Bren up there to... I don't know if he moved the Bren up to save himself. Bren goes down, AT's up, so he's got to pull back. He does smoke really well. My mortars are really deep, but I want to get these guys. Not going to do it, so I've got to pull back. He does have a second armor car, which is very rare. Normally, by the time you've got enough money to get a second armor car, you've got enough money to get a full-on tier 4 tank. So he takes 2 Shreks to the front, but it's the front armor, so he doesn't go down. He has damaged engine. He's got to be really careful. Oh, my mortars did take out the AT as well, so they did their job well. Move up to support him. My allies, I had taken over this side. I capped most of it, but of course that tank comes in. I've got no AT on these guys. Now, have I selected? Yes, I didn't go for the heavy cavalry commander. I went for the rifle company. So this allows me to get flamethrowers on my rear echelon squads, which is really good early game. So if you're going to choose this general, it's really good to use it early, to pick it early, so you can get flamers on your rear echelon guys. So now I've got these guys as flamers. They're great against buildings, and they're repairing, they're doing their job. 2 armor cars, they both survive, which is great because he could deal with this tank over here if it pushes on me. I do have AT, but not much. So what? Oh no, I've got 2 now. I've got 2 ATs, 2 mortars, flamers on the rear echelons. Getting my... I haven't got any... Okay, I've just upgraded. Literally just so I arrived there. It was good timing. I've upgraded and opened the weapons cabinet, so to speak. So I'm going to go for anti-infantry on my rifleman squads. And then what I normally do... So I now have a massive amount of mass infantry, anti-infantry. So I do have 2 AT guns and that, which can deal with any tank they can throw at us right now. So let's see what the action is. Okay, he's pushing up, being aggressive. See, that's the really annoying thing about the disposable Shrek thing. What's it called? Damn, he retreated. Let me find another squad. Let's see what it's called. It's this here. Fire Panzerfaust. For a short-range Panzerfaust, it's not a Panzer Shrek, it's a Panzerfaust, which is disposable, I believe, because they only use it once. What it does, he's just repaired it, but it damages the engine. Like nearly every time, first hit, it damages the engine, which really sucks because then it's very likely to lose it. Okay, so they're pushed up. I've got my captain in the church just to keep him busy. I do have nice upgrades on my rifles now, so these guys are going to have to run or they're dead. Wow, they might die anyway. Okay. Okay, so captain behind me. I should send these guys to cap and these guys up there, or take my guys out of the church, but that's a little bit risky. So I'm not doing anything right now. I'm moving. Okay. So I've got myself a major now. So a major opens up my abilities to get tanks from the 4th building. So I'm putting my major in here because he's not useful in any way, or they're not useful in any way. I can now cap with these guys and go. So that was not badly done. Where is that going? I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of call-in. Okay, they're calling these guys from this building. I hate these things. I think Filgrimjäger is their name. Let's get the name right. Fallschirmjäger, that's it. Fallschirmjäger. They're good, very good. They're like rangers basically. They're really good at close range. But I do have an upgrade on these guys, so they can't push one-on-one with these guys or one-on-two. I decap. Tank is here. Got to pull these guys back. Want to finish these guys off. Bring in my general. Should move. Yep. I could have chased him down there with the captain, but I didn't because I want to get this guy here. So hopefully I'll throw a grenade on this guy, damage his engine, jump into the building. No vision on this side of the building, which sucks. So I'm going to have to jump out. I did get the grenade on them and I did damage their engine. Now the problem is this guy still, I believe, this group only has one. Yeah, they've only got the 1 bazooka, so they're not going to be able to chase him down because it's going to take too much damage. I'll pop one off. A little bit of damage, but just going to scare them off. I'm not going to chase, I assume. No, I don't, which is good. So, I've got Fog of War on for some reason. Grenade me, pull back. Another Fallschirmjäger. Moving up. Keeping my guys here. My other guys should be healing and repairing. If they push up, they're good at close range, but they're going to get annihilated as they run towards me to get into close range because I'm in cover. So I keep up. Don't let them push. Tank is back. He's feeling confident. Where's my other group? So my guys are all healing. Where are they? I think they must be back. Oh, they're back at their base. But they're healed up. They're repaired. He's had to retreat. He didn't push. He didn't get it. My ally's having a massive fight down here. He hasn't got any upgrades on his rifleman, which is weird. I don't know why at this point in the game he hasn't got bars on them or Vickers or anything. Still got the 2 armor cars, again repairing, I'm assuming because they've had a Panzerfaust fired at their faces. So this is kind of the quiet before the storm. This is one thing to know about the, I'm gonna call them Panzer Elite because I've forgotten the real name for them, is that they have these call-in bases. So they start off with this truck. He's called in this is a supply truck, so basically I think this increases the amount of resources at a point that's on or something like that. And then you get this, which is like a forward HQ. So you can get, when you retreat, they can retreat to here, rather than retreating all the way back to base. So normally this base is actually quite far forwards. Normally it would have been up here or something, here maybe, or maybe further, depending on how aggressive it's going to be, or more towards the church. Let's go and watch the fighting. So they've popped off, oh, what got that? Oh, an 80 from all the way down there. Wow, he has a long shot. So his flamers are repairing, but they shouldn't be repairing. He should be shooting. Okay, you got to retreat, mate. You got to retreat. So he's got to be really careful because if he retreats down here, and he won't have vision. He shouldn't have vision. Yeah, they won't see each other. They're too far apart. But he needs to get out anyway because they could just throw another. Yeah, they could do another Panzerfaust. Rear eye damage. If this guy gets vision, which he does, he's dead. I'm not sure what the cooldown is. Yeah, he's gone. Okay, so he lost both armor cars there. This is the problem with this area. It's such a little maze. It's really easy to get the car to slow down to block them. I moved up my rear echelons to help. I'm capping on the left just to push them back a little bit. So when you're playing against the I'm going to get pushed on. When you play against the Panzer Elite, let's call them. Oh, that's a really long grenade. Holy shit. They're strong early game because of their engineers. See how I calmly retreat. In this situation, yeah, I know I'm going to lose 1 or 2 people. That's fine, because otherwise they've got to retreat literally halfway across the map. It's going to take me ages. I can see my first tank is out. They're pushing up. I'm going to pull back, wait for my tank to move up. Use the green cover. Use all this lovely green cover that's everywhere. What did I got? I got the 88. So with this general, you have the Sherman Easy 8, which is a general all-rounder, good all-round. Throwing grenades, very nice bit of damage. Pull back to better cover. My tank is still not moving, so I must have forgotten about it. So I'm moving my Shreks, my bazookas, around the flank in case his tank moves up again. Then, okay, I lost an AT gun somehow. What's going on? I'm not sure what happened there. Wow, we're losing everything. We lost a mortar. I'm not sure where all this is happening. Oh, I must have... I think I moved them. I moved them up to join me and I failed. They got taken out or they flanked me or something, so there's the mortar there. He called these out of the building, I think. That's what it was. He called these out of the building. He's going to lose the whole squad. He did manage to take out 2 ATs and a mortar squad, which is... sucks balls. But the great thing about the Americans is I can quickly just use all of these to grab all of these, walk to my ambulance, replenish my squad, and I haven't lost anything really. Okay, you do lose the veterancy, so it is really important to try not to lose things, obviously. Okay, so he's upgraded to a Centaur. So the Centaur Akak is a anti-air tank, but turns his gun down and shoots to the ground, and is great anti-infantry. AT is still there though, so he needs to be careful with it. He's just going to cap. So, oh, the action's up here. Another thing. So in this situation where they keep using one building to call in troops. Okay, my tank's out. AT's there. I should take out this tank now if I'm good. Go, go, go. Okay, 1 hit. I'm using the tank on the wrong target. Got to push up. Hopefully get 1 more. No. The AT gun Okay, I lost the whole rifle squad, which really sucks. I believe. Move up. His tank pushes up, which is weird. Does virtually no damage to me. It's very little damage. He's going to... Unbelievable. Just managed to escape. In this situation, you can blow up buildings using... If you have to use mortars, use your mortars. If you have to use AT. His tank actually got away. So that wasn't the best micro by me. It was crazy, though, because I did get hit right from my flank here when I was all set up nicely. Forgot about this building. Be careful with that. I don't know if that's a general. If he's got a general that he uses that has that call in, I assume it is. But if you see it once, you've got to be really careful of buildings around you. So what you can do is plant mines just outside the doors. Is a nice trick. So this has got 2 doors on it, as you can see. If I pop some mines here and I pop some mines there, they start in the building. As soon as they leave the building, they're walking over mines. They're probably going to lose 2 or 3 out of a 5-man squad. They're going to be suppressed, and you're going to hear it as a warning. So that's a trick I should have used, but I didn't. I'm not sure if I can build... No, I can't build mines with these guys, I believe. You have to have a certain general with the US to be able to build mines. So, I see a tank coming in. So, got a Stug, is it? Yeah. A Stug 3. Centaur will not go up against a Stug 3. Now, this, as you can see, is a very short barrel. And it doesn't rotate. It has no rotating turret. Oh no, it's got a Stug 4. No, it's a Panzer 4. So that's a bit tougher. It does have a rotating turret. Bit more dangerous. He needs to pull back. I lost my AT. Again, I do have infantry that aren't doing anything. I could have been capping by then. I mean, they're going to hit me. But I could have been capping by them. So my ally's pushing up. He now has Piats on his infantry squads. On all infantry squads, which is weird. So Piat shoots a grenade, as you can see, which is anti-tank. It's anti-vehicle. It's slow, it's not amazingly effective, but it can shoot over walls and stuff like that. So you see it doesn't do much damage. He lost a whole squad there. He's going to lose another... Oh god, he lost 2 whole squads. Oh my god. So this looks like his amazing anti-infantry. It shoots like a grenade over the top. I've not really seen that before used much. But as you can see, the Centaur tears through infantry really nicely. So I'm being pushed up here. Got their tank with my 2 ATs that I've replenished. My infantry's just moving in now. I somehow managed to survive, and I got my major out of the building. Major's not that useful, but it's good to keep. My infantry's here now. I'm not worried about them pushing on my tank that much. They do have 1 squad here. My mortars are up, so hopefully my mortars will start firing. I'm not sure where they are. Oh, they're back there by the ambulance, so they weren't firing at all that whole fight. That was a mistake by me. I should have had them closer. Didn't lose my tank. They did lose their little tank. It was the small tank, which is not that useful this far into the game. Okay, what is this? Comet? No, it's a Cromwell. Okay, so this is the kind of medium tank for the Brits. I like this guy's camo. It's nice. Have I got special camo? Where's my tank? There he is. My camo's not bad on this guy. You can get different decals which put different types of camo on your vehicles. So now I've pushed them back. I know they're back. I've retreated. I'm going to cap or decap their points at least. So now he has... Okay, he's moved up with AT. He's got himself a Cromwell, which has already taken a bit of a beating because they got their AT there. So at this point, I should be helping him a bit more because his main issue is AT. He's lost two armor vehicles to it. He can't push with his Centaur. This is a call-in ability which drops smoke on you and repairs your... So this will self-repair now, you can see. So they've pushed up on me. I just want to cap, throw a grenade in case they move up on me. They didn't move up on me, so it didn't do any damage really. Pull back. So in this blob situation, an MG is really important. You should have all fighting positions, i.e. nests with MGs in them for the US. But I don't think I've put down anywhere in this game, which is really noobish of me. Am I floating? Yeah, like I've got 700 manpower. I could build 3 or 4 nests. One down here to cover from here, another here. I do have one here, which has covered the point nicely. Yeah. So I've had to retreat, but not all of my squads. They should be now moving up to green cover, which is there. Getting the green cover. I have 2 easy 88s, so shouldn't have a problem. I'm not using cover there, but I'm not taking much damage because they are close range weapons. So, okay, now I'm in cover. Only yellow, but better than nothing. My tanks are destroying these guys. Hopefully we get... No, okay. These easy 88s, the easy 8s, they're not that good versus infantry. They're not bad, But when you get the normal Sherman, you can switch on explosive incendiary rounds, which are really good versus infantry. So my ally, he's taking a bit of a beating. A tank went down there. I don't know whose tank that was. I assume it was his. Yeah, it was his Panzer IV. And the Stug is still alive. He needs to be really careful. He knows must know there's an AT there. He's dropping some kind of artillery here. I don't know what it is. He retreats out, pushes up with the Cromwell. Okay, phosphorus of some sort. No, that was me. I dropped the white phosphorus just to scare them off. He takes out the Stug very nicely. Really bad micro here. Oh, maybe not. He's going to die. He can't retreat. I think I move up now, move my mortars and stuff up. No, he's going to lose this because he needs to kill that. And there's a tank right up his ass. I should have moved my AT up. I do move my AT up, but I think it's a bit late. Well, if he moves that way, he might... Wow, he got it! He escaped! Oh, no, he didn't. He really nearly escaped. He nearly saved his Cromwell. But the Cromwell's not massively expensive, not an amazing tank. It's okay. It's a general all-rounder. It's quite good versus infantry, quite good versus tanks, not especially tanky. So... we've got, it's 50-50 on the maps. We have the 2 VPs. So they're down to nothing. We've lost only 2 points the entire game. We're 25 minutes in. They're not going to... they basically can't push. We're too well dug in. We've got ATs, a lot of AT to counter any tanks they've got. Their infantry pushes aren't succeeding because of the amount of tanks we've got. So they've got 0 tanks on this army. And... I think 1? Yeah, 1 on this army. So they can't really do anything versus us. So I believe this might be their last push, as I recall. I think this finished fairly early. This AT is really deep by itself. Not a good position, so he's 99% chance going to lose that. Centaur moves up to deal with them. He pushes his tank up. Not a good idea. I'm going to move my AT down, I assume, or my tank's in behind it because both armies are here now. Both their armies are here. So Centaur is just doing what it does, shooting volleys. It is getting hit. Something hit them. Oh, here from the flank. He lost another whole... My ally was not very good there. He lost like 3 squads, at least complete squads. My AT's in position now, so if he pushes up, he's going to get hit. If he doesn't push up, he's going to get hit. He's hiding behind this wall, but there's nothing he can do. I push up my tanks. They drop artillery here. Don't know if I saw that. Don't think I did. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. Yeah, so I lose an AT, but that was it. I lose 1 AT. Oh no, it's still going. Might lose a second. Wow, it's quite a long-lasting piece of artillery. But no, I just lost the one. They, I think they lost their tank. I didn't see. Yeah, they lost their tank. They got nothing now. I think they're probably vote to surrender now because that was their one big push. Yep, they surrendered. So that was it. So not a bad game. I think I played 1 game before this and my ally dropped really early. So I'm not going to play that replay. And I've had lots of guys dropping since. So I'm not going to play those replays because the early drops are not useful. If they drop later on, the AI can take over. It's quite good. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I believe 7. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for episode 8.